Perintah Kawalan Pergerakan diumum Perdana Menteri menyaksikan penutupan institusi pengajian tinggi. Jadi bagaimana perintah ini akan memberi kesan kepada proses pembelajaran? Kita perlu juga melihat aspek memanfaatkan pembelajaran secara maya ketika krisis COVID-19 ini. Untuk itu, kita bersama Profesor Dr. Pradeep Nair, Timbalan, Naib, Canselor dan Ketua Pegawai Akademik Taylor's University, dan izinkan saya teruskan dalam bahasa Inggeris. Thank you, Prof, for joining me. Now, Taylor's University already has some existing platforms in place to hold these virtual classes, such as Rewind, right, the platform. So perhaps you can share some advice with other universities in going through this digital transformation.
Good afternoon, Naila, and thank you so much for having me this afternoon. Yes, so we have declared that Taylor's will go virtual. We were the first to declare that we will go virtual last Friday, and we will remain on virtual learning until the 20th of April. And if necessary, even longer than that. This is really a very unfortunate situation, but I believe that with the technology that's already available today, it is possible for students to have very high quality learning without any interruption to their semester. So to your question, how do you have this virtual learning environment? There are four main components to a virtual learning environment. The first obvious one is to have the right hardware, the Wi-Fi connection, as well as the right bandwidth that is in place that is able to support thousands of learners at a given time. The second is that there must be a good learning management system that is student-friendly, that's easy to use. The third is that there must be quality learning content that has been transferred to the online space. So at Taylor's, we have created dedicated websites, or what we call course sites, for every one of the courses that are taught at the different levels: foundation, diploma, degree, master's. So we have course sites. It is like a website that actually contains all the necessary content and is highly interactive, that students can go in, watch a recorded lecture by the lecturer himself, be able to communicate with the lecturer, participate in forums, take e-assessments, be able to actually undergo e-tutoring through this learning management system. And the final one is a good lecture capture system. So we invested in a lecture capture system back in 2013, where every lecture is recorded automatically together with the slides that are presented. And this is then pushed back to students within minutes of completion of the lecture. So over the last 2 years alone, we have 44,000 recorded lectures. And now the lecturers in Taylor's can actually use any one of these 44,000 recorded lectures and push them through the learning management system to the students. And that's how we will ensure that learning continues with no interruption during this difficult period.
Right, Prof. Surely there must be some challenges in having virtual classes. Are students maybe more attentive or less attentive? Is it perhaps a less conducive environment for discussions or interaction, or is it better?
Our surveys that we carried out in the past shows that this generation of students absolutely love virtual learning. But at the same time, they also appreciate the face-to-face opportunity for social learning to take place. Unfortunately, during this period, that is something that they will have to forsake, the face-to-face learning. But they are surprisingly more open to the idea of virtual learning than our generation, for example. And we found that the students basically need to be more disciplined. They need to be able to follow instructions very carefully, and they become self-directed, independent learners. And I guess the only other challenge is if the infrastructure is a bit congested, but this is anytime, anywhere learning. So if it's congested now, I can still go and watch the lecture 4 hours later, perhaps at night when the congestion is not so high. So I think there's great flexibility of when I want to learn, where I want to learn, and how I want to learn.
Ya, okay. Thank you so much Professor Dr. Pradeep Nair for joining me. Itu tadi kita dengarkan pandangan Professor Dr. Pradeep Nair, Timbalan Naib Canselor dan Ketua Pegawai Akademik Taylor's University.